If you have the chance to jackpa, please jackpa. Me reading hot hair. Hey, I don't know what's going on there, guys. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Debbie Obierika with a glam. Okay. What's up guys, how you all doing? Welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be about asthma. Okay, I know the caption says leaving Nigeria. Clickbait, whatever, I got you. Today is going to be about talking about rather weathers that affect asthmatic patients living in Nigeria, because hello, your home girl here lives in Nigeria. So if you don't live in Nigeria and you're asthmatic, this video might not mean so much to you, but if you know someone that lives in Nigeria and is an asthmatic, you might as well recommend this video. So are you all ready for this video? Okay, so I have my notepad as always, because like you guys know, for asthma videos I always do research, because I don't want to put out the wrong information, and number two, not everything that works for me works for everybody living with asthma. So if you're interested in watching this video, keep on watching. So as you all know, Nigeria has two seasons, contrary to popular opinion, or contrary to the layman's opinion, that Nigeria has three weathers, which the layman calls dry season, rainy season, and harmattan. Nigeria just has two seasons, which are the wet and the rainy season. The wet season, which is rains of course, usually runs from April up until like October, and the dry season starts from November up until March. However, I feel like in Abuja, Nigeria, the dry season already starts from October. Towards the end of September, we're not seeing rain as much as we used to see. While in the south, where I lived, Benin, before I moved to Abuja for a long time, it literally rains all year round. Harmattan was like maybe a month or two, and some years we do not even experience Harmattan. Nigerian weather is just a mix of a whole lot of things. So now, if you're an asthmatic living in Nigeria, I personally feel like the weather is not good for you. Okay, I feel like there's a whole lot going on in our weather because of the excess pollution, amongst other things, that is not good for your health. So if you have the chance to jackpa, please jackpa. Me say if I see tickets right now, I'm gonna go to the abroad. Okay, I'm gonna go to the abroad. So before we go into the video in total, we're going to analyze the effect of cold and heat on an asthmatic person. Like generally, whatever climate region you live in, what effect does cold weather in general have on your health, and what effect does hot weather have generally on your health? Please, this is a disclaimer. Like I said, these things I researched on Google, and they are not like foolproof. Okay, feel free to disagree with me constructively in the comment section if anything I say here doesn't go down well with you. And I'll also be using myself as a case study, because I am the only example that I know very well. So I'm going to be talking about these effects as how they relate to me. Okay, so if they do not relate to you, please don't come into the comment section and start saying that, oh, what I'm saying is crap or whatever. Like I said, I'm saying this as it relates to me and what I researched on Google, which might not always be accurate. Okay, all right. So regarding heat, okay, we're going to start with heat. I got this information off WebMD, so feel free to go and read up like the full article. I'll probably link it in the description box just so that you can read up the full article, because I just took bits and pieces from that article. So it says that heat, when you breathe in hot hair. Hey, what is that? Hot hair. I don't know what's going on there, guys. That's not me. Okay. When you breathe in hot air, it can irritate your airways that are already narrowed. So if you don't know this, asthmatic patients already have restricted airflow. Like, you know how they say restrict my airflow? Our airflow is naturally restricted. Okay, so when it's a hot season and you breathe in hot air, it can irritate your airways naturally, and heat and sunlight can make pollution worse, so it affects asthmatics. So I'm going to now break this down in relation to me and in relation to Nigerian weather. Okay, me as a person, when the weather is hot, I've mentioned in my triggers video that heat is a trigger for me. When I'm sweating excessively, or the place is just really cramped up, there's not enough air, I start to cough, and like I've mentioned, if I cough, it leads to a whole lot of problems. So for me, when the weather is hot, I'm very uncomfortable. So I wear loose clothes. I try to wear sleeveless clothes. I just want air to just be entering my body, because it just feels like I'm not breathing properly. Nothing is, probably there's no smoke or anything, but I don't know. I didn't know what was causing it until I read this up and I realized that heat constricts your airflow. I didn't know that. Your airways rather. I didn't know that. So now regarding Nigeria has something that most first world countries don't have, which is excessive air pollution. Okay, we have a whole lot of pollutants from smoke to gutter smell. I call it gutter smell now. To sewage smell, to different things. We have a lot of things in our environment that pollute the air. Okay, if you live in Lagos, Nigeria, you understand this more than other parts of the country. Okay, and now from this analogy, heat and sunlight make pollutants more, more in circulation. So if you live in Nigeria in the hot season, you will notice that any little thing you're just getting triggered. Okay, they're bush burning, and it's affecting you so much. Unlike maybe a wet day, if somebody was just smoking a cigarette or something. So during the heat, it amplifies air pollutants, which now makes your airflow more restricted than normal. So this is the effect of the hot weather on asthmatics according to WebMD. So now let me now tell you my own version. Okay, so now in Nigeria I feel like we have two versions of dry season. Okay, so that's why I get when the layman says we have 3 seasons, because we have the dry season where it is just really really hot, no chills at all. You are just annoyed, like you eat an hour 5 times a day, like you have your bath severally. My mom used to say this thing that when it's so hot, she will have her bath like 10 times in the night. She won't even dry her body, like, so that the water will just cool her for another like 1 hour before it gets hot again. Then we have the chilly weather, which is like Hamatan and thing. Hamatan is also dry season, but it comes with a whole lot of chill. That's our own snow in Nigeria. Okay, in that period, the mornings are so cold. You see the fog. If you live where there are mountains, you can see the fog come so low, like the whole place will be foggy. It will be so breezy and chilly and everything, and that weather is also very very weird. Okay, now in this Hamatan weather, right, this is how it affects me. When it's Hamatan, my nose gets really really dry, like it is so dry. How did we get to Hamatan? Yes, okay, yeah. So it gets so dry, and then I start to have pain in my nose. My body automatically kicks in, and I start to have catarrh or cold, however you want to call it. That's the way my nose copes with the excessive dryness. Okay, now catarrh is not good for me as well, because it's make my nose blocked. It will hamper my breathing. So it's just a whole hot mess for me in that period. Now I've never lived in a first world country or a country that has better climate conditions, so I don't know if it will be better there. But I know that my friends that went to the US from high school explained that when they got to the US, their symptoms reduced. Like they started having crisis like once in a long while. So that is why I am saying, if you can japa. So now let us go and talk about the cold season. According to WebMD, they come and explain how rain affects you as an asthmatic here in Nigeria. And if Hamatan affects you in any other kind of way, please let me know in the comment section as well. So guys, we said we'll talk about rain now. So for rain can have mixed effects on asthma. When rain falls heavily, it breaks up pollens and spreads it. For example, we have dust mites, mold. These triggers thrive during the rainy season, okay? And these pollens are irritants to the airways and could affect an asthmatic. So when it's raining, you notice that your chest gets clogged up really easily. For me, rain didn't really used to affect me before now, but as I grew older, I realized that when it rains all day especially, it's really really a problem for me. I start to feel very very uncomfortable, and I didn't understand why. I just think that it was just cold, but then now I've realized that it's also the pollens that are causing my airways to be irritated. I'll just be very uncomfortable. I might not have a full-blown crisis or an attack. I'll just be having congestions. My chest will be so uncomfortable. I would have to keep taking my steroids, using my inhaler, and taking warm liquids. Okay, so rain affects you, heat affects you, Hamatan affects you. So it's almost like the country is saying, please leave me alone, okay? Go away from here. But I feel like there are ways that you can actually survive these weathers. I mean, I've lived here my entire 24 years of living, and I have been able to scale through every weather. So I'm going to just give you guys pointers as to how I have survived each of the seasons. So now for me, I still feel that there are 3 seasons, because I cannot compare the effect of the dry hot season to the effect of the Hamatan on my health. So disclaimer, I'm a layman and we have 3 seasons in Nigeria. Okay, so let me just read what I wrote down here. So what do you do when the weathers are hot, rainy, and Hamatan chilly, which is aka cold? So for heat, try to wear comfortable free clothing. I already mentioned that as an asthmatic, you honestly have to be wearing too tight clothing that are too tight generally in any weather because of how your condition is. Okay, so but in the hot weather, I advise you to wear loose clothing. I didn't say you should wear babariga, but like loose clothing. Let it be airy, free. Maybe wear like light fabric that will just allow breeze to be flowing in, even if there's little or no breeze. Keep hydrated. Drink water. I hate water. I hate water so much. I don't know why. So much so that I had to start doing a water therapy thing and had to download an app to help me drink water. Okay, but drink water. One thing I've noticed is during the hot season for me, if I fall asleep maybe in the afternoon and then it gets really hot, maybe I'm not aware, maybe the take light, the fan goes off or the AC goes off and everything, I wake up coughing. And when I drink water, it actually, suits my throat. I take honey, just take a teaspoon of honey and it suits my throat. So keep hydrated, infuse honey into your water or your foods or whatever, just to, keep your throat, good and cool. If you haven't watched the video, see guys, I talk fast, so I think it affects my speech sometimes. If you haven't watched the video I talked about natural bronchodilators, I'll keep it linked here so you can go and check that out. It will also help you in these weathers as well. So during the cold, it is very, very important that you try to keep warm as well. Try to wear comfortable clothing too, but then make sure that they keep you warm as well. Make sure you cover your chest as well, and cover your hands, cover your head, cover your feet. I mentioned in my triggers video that these are the entry points for cold. Please feel free to prove me wrong in the comment section or add any other areas you think that cold gets into. People always just focus on the chest, but there are a whole lot of other things that, other areas of your body that cold can enter from. So yeah, so for cold, I would give this advice. If you have a muffler, in fact, I've said this before, your starter pack, hand gloves, head warmer, muffler, stockings, sweater, have them. So you can wrap your muffler around your neck. I'll put a picture here that it will just go around like this. So when you're breathing, it's like the air is warmer for you. So you're just breathing in warmer air. So it's not too dry, because that dry air irritates your nose, takes out all the moisture in your nose, which now starts to irritate you. Okay, so that helps when you're inhaling warmer air from your scarf or your muffler tied around loosely on your lower face. Okay, another thing you can do is to take warm liquids. Take as much warm liquids as you can. Avoid cold things. Don't take ice cream when it's Hamatan. Don't do it. Don't drink cold water. Don't say, oh, I love to drink cold water. It would affect you. Take warm things. Keep your body warm. Keep your insides warm so that your outside can do the fight. Okay, so keep your insides warm. Take coffee, take ginger teas. You can even take regular milk and milk tea. Just make sure that it is warm. Okay, take warm water. Run away from cold things. Just help yourself so that everybody will be fine. Okay, then during the rainy season, it is also advisable that you wear warm clothing as well, and avoid the rain. Don't allow the rain to touch you for any reason, at all. Don't get caught in a heavy downpour. If you can avoid it, because if you get drenched it's not going to be fun, because it will take a while before you can take off your clothes and then get warm again. So all that period where you're trying to get dry, your body is just feeling weird and you could just be sick for the entire week. You might not have a full-blown crisis, but you just be having congestions all through. Also, steam helps. In the rainy season, steam helps. Even in the cold chilly season, which is the Hamatan season, steam helps. Get a bucket of water, hot water. Get it like a cloth, cover your head, put your head in it, and just allow the heat to go in. Me, I do it with my cup of coffee. I make sure that the cup of coffee is really hot. Before I drink it, I'm just blowing into the cup, and the steam is just going into my nose. I do this every morning when I get to work, before I drink my morning coffee, because if you don't know this, caffeine is a mild bronchodilator, so it can keep you up to like 4 hours, just keep your airways free and all of that. So you can just do the steam method. You can have a hot bath. If you have a hot tub, soak in a hot tub. If you have like a shower, have a steam bath. Steam helps to just clear your airways. Just clears your airways. Okay, another thing that you would do is warm fluids. I said that already. We can never run out of warm fluids as an asthmatic. Always drink warm. If you hate hot taste like me, you just have to learn. It's not like you're doing anything about it. You just have to try to learn to take warm fluids as much as you can, especially in the rainy season. Like, drink it all the damn time. Have a flask that has warm water on the go. So if it starts to get too cold in the office where there's like the AC on and it's raining outside and you can't tell anybody to turn off the AC and your sweaters are not doing the work, your feet are still cold, your hands are still cold, please drink warm fluids. And then always wear your stockings. If you work in a corporate environment, wear ankle stockings. Find a way to wear ankle stockings as a lady, because it might look weird. Or wear pantyhoses. Just cover your feet, cover your palm. Wear gloves. Find a way to tie a scarf on your head. Just protect these entry points. Protect your chest. If you are worried about, I'm going to look like a hoodlum wearing too many jackets, you can wear multiple singlets inside. Just cover your chest and wear your shirt over it or your dress over it. I hope that I'm speaking our language. Okay, what was the last thing I said? I think that's basically all that I wrote down here. So basically, what I can say is that the Nigerian weather affects me in different ways, and in more ways than one than I can actually describe to you. But I just know that my worst period in the year is Hamatan, and we're getting there. And honestly, I'm having cold feet. I feel like I'll be ventilating every day, like I'll be using my nebulizer every day because of how that weather really affects me. Let me know in the comment section if you're an asthmatic or you know an asthmatic, what weather is or what season is your worst living here in Nigeria, and what you do that helps you get through these weathers. I hope that this video was insightful and it was helpful. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Get this pretty girl to 1,000 subscribers, and I'll see you guys in my next video. But what? I am a beauty. Bye, guys.